Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new, my name is Tori. So, new angle, and really, I feel like 50% of this decision was just me wondering how I would feel sitting on the floor again, and bookshelves behind me. And then the other half was just too lazy to set up my computer and the microphone and the camera. So that's really how we got here right now. So yeah, I'm just filming this on my phone. We'll see how it goes, and I feel pretty comfy, so this might continue. So that is enough intro already. Let's go ahead and get started with the books that I'm reading this month. So the first book that I'm currently making my way through and almost finished with is A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent, and this is by Marie Brennan. This is the first book in a series, and we have this woman, Isabella Trent, who is a dragon naturalist, and she is basically credited with bringing the study of dragons to the forefront of academics. And Isabella Trent is documenting her journey, her career of how she got to this point. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I'm a little more than halfway through the book. At this point right now, I will say that I'm intrigued enough to continue on with the rest of the series. I really enjoy Marie Brennan's writing style, and I just really like Isabella Trent as a character, so I'm enjoying this. The next book that I'm reading, I had jury duty today. It was just the most tedious thing I've ever done in my life, and it's the third time I've had jury duty so many times, I can't even tell you guys. Anyways, I brought The Queens of Innislear with me to jury duty by Tessa Gratton. This is a fantastical retelling of Shakespeare's King Lear. We have this land in turmoil, and the king has 3 daughters. What are their names? I've been reading this book all day. We have Elia, who is favored by the stars, and then we have Reagan, who is kind of more on the political spectrum of things, and then we have, why am I blanking on their names? I swear to you, I sat in jury duty and read this book all morning. Gala. Oh my gosh. And Gala is more of she is always looking for a fight. She's just ready for war. And so we have the 3 of them clashing, and they have different ideas about how to rule. I think if you like Shakespeare, just even mildly, I think this book is worth checking out. But also, I just really think it's a great read. It's a fast read, which I wasn't expecting. I'm on page 104, and I did this in one sitting. So it's moving pretty quickly. So I'm enjoying this so far. So I'm juggling these 2 right now as my main reads. And then you guys, the next book that I'm reading a classic, fantasy classic for the first time, ever. And I'm really looking forward to this. And that is The Hobbit by, of course, j.r.r. Tolkien. This has been a long time coming. This is actually the 75th anniversary edition of The Hobbit. And my mom got me this really nice, Lord of the Rings box set that all the books look like this a few Christmases ago, and let me tell you, I have not read a single one, but that is all changing. I'm starting with The Hobbit, which you guys know kicks off the whole Lord of the Rings epicness. So in this book we have Bilbo Baggins, who is a hobbit, and he is approached one day by, I'm assuming he's a wizard, Gandalf. I feel like I'm gonna have Lord of the Rings fans coming for me in the comments what are you talking about? But we have Gandalf show up at Bilbo Baggins' door with these dwarves, and he's basically look, we're going on an adventure, we need to steal some treasure. And basically along the way, Bilbo Baggins is encountering some pretty iconic things that kind of crop up in the Lord of the Rings series after you finish this book. I am really looking forward to getting to this, just really experiencing Lord of the Rings for the first time, even though this is The Hobbit, but just experiencing this world for the first time, I think will be a lot of fun for a newbie. The next book that I will be reading in May is, I almost said The Lonely Hearts Hotel. I was gonna say this book reminds me of The Lonely Hearts Hotel. This is When the Moon Was Ours, and this is by Anne-Marie McLemore. This book is more along the lines of magical realism. So we have these 2 best friends, Sam and Miel. Sam really he's an artist, and he loves to paint these moons everywhere. And then we also have Miel, who has a very strange origin story about her, and it's said that she can grow roses out of her wrists. So these friends, they seem very close, but there are 4 girls called the Bronner girls, and they are rumored to be witches. And everybody knows that you stay away from these girls at all costs. One day, I guess Sam and Miel, they are approached by these girls who are rumored to be witches, and these witches want Miel's power of being able to grow roses from her wrists. It sounds very complicated, but also very beautiful and unique. magical realism twist on it. So I am looking forward to getting to this, just to see what everything is like all about, what's happening here. So, and then the next book I will be reading in May is Tigana by Guy Gavriel Kay. This book was given to me several Christmases ago, and I just never touched it. It's been on my shelf for like 3 years now. I don't know too much about this because the description on the back is really short, but Guy Gavriel Kay's writing, like his books have always just really intrigued me. Tigana just strikes me as something that I will really enjoy. So I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations. We have this land that has just gone through so much turmoil, and the people of this land have been cursed so tremendously that they can't even not even remember the world, but they can't even utter the name of the world. And so you have this group of people who kind of band together and they rise up to basically bring back the dignity of this world and bring back the memories that are associated with it. And you have like all these different stories happening and of people trying to rise up and reclaim what's theirs. That's really all I know about this. It just sounds so intriguing, and Guy Gavriel Kay, like people who read him love him. And then this is probably one of the most exciting ones on the list, aside from like the fifth. Actually, they're all pretty exciting. I'm not gonna say that, they're all exciting, but this one especially has just so much hype, so much attention. I don't need to give it any more, but here we are, and that is The Final Empire. And this is of course by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy and the start of like 1,000 other books that Brandon Sanderson has written. And I guess at the foundation of this book, it's like, what if the Dark Lord actually won? So you have this group that's enslaved called the Ska, and we have the Dark Ruler, or the Lord Ruler, who has ruled over this land for centuries, and every uprising that has started has just ended in failure. And one day we have someone from the slave class, the Ska, who tries to rise up, and he starts learning what's known as allomancy, which is this book's magic system. I honestly just felt so inspired to read this book a few years ago that I just bought all 3 of them. The last book that I will be reading in May, this book is massive. It's like over 800 pages. I don't think I've read a book over 800 pages since Harry Potter, maybe, and the Deathly Hallows. I don't even know if that was over 800 pages. It might have been. But that book is The Priory of the Orange Tree, and this is by Samantha. This book is heavy. This is by Samantha Shannon. I just hurt my wrist picking this book up. I don't really even know like how to describe this book, because it is, I mean, this is like the definition. It feels like the definition of just a true epic fantasy. This is a standalone novel. This is massive, and we have these different kingdoms, these different lands that are just totally divided by something that happened a long time ago. It seems like religion is like one of the foundational elements of this story that has maybe divided these kingdoms so long ago. And so we have this ancient power is rising again. These nations need to come together, and it's a lot of things happening. It's told from multiple perspectives. So I don't know, I'm saving this book for the end of the month because I will be reading this for like 10 years. That is my huge epic May fantasy TBR. If you guys want to like follow up with how I'm moving along with these books, you are more than welcome to. I will leave links in the description. Find me around on Goodreads, that kind of thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.